All right, we're rolling. We're rolling on everything. Can we start? Maybe just kind of go around, and you guys can introduce yourself since I'm just meeting you as well.
Yeah.
So you can start right here.
So I'm Colin, aka Drano.
Justin, J. Merck.
Cam.
Cam.
I'm Shaun. Yeah. So let's kind of talk about what brought you guys together. Like, let's just start there. Like,
No, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question, bro. I think at some point we was all just hanging out, you know what I'm saying, doing what we doing.
so your friends first.
Yeah, we friends first. We out hanging out. We got mutual connections out here because we all not from here, you know what I'm saying? So at some point we just crossed paths, kicked it, and was like, man, let's kick. Let's go to brunches. Let's cop tables. Like that.
Yeah.
It was just a natural, organic link, and that's how we all met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we started in like a when we all moved here, we were in like this group me for like black professionals, transplants.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It was called Mile High Black Greek. It was like either the Greek organization or something. It wasn't.
It was just some professionals.
You wasn't in
Nah, I
there.
ain't
You wouldn't be in there.
I wouldn't be in there.
There you go.
I wouldn't be in there. But nah, it was like some professional type of group me. Then a few of us, we see each other out. We become a little, closer and be like, all right, these are the moves we about to make this weekend. So we formed a group chat. And then, you just start talking a little more. Then you start to form a brotherhood. And then we had an idea one day to do our own brunch. And that was Munchies Mimosas opening day, 2018.
Yeah, something like that.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Like it's been going on for a while because I keep.
A lot of people don't know that too. A lot of people say, "Oh, I've been to your first one," and I'm like, "Which one is it?" And they'll say one from like 2021. And I'm
like last year, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it was about 3 years too late.
So, what was the vision in 2018?
Honestly, I think so. During Rocky's opening day, we always have a lot of friends fly in because it's always a fun time because we always take off work. We go downtown, kick it, get drunk and all that stuff. And we would always go to brunch, and we would always be the most lively, crew at brunch. Like we'd be at these, everybody be quiet, eating at their tables, and we're the loudest and vibrant bunch.
Yeah.
And then so we was like, man, we need to bring that culture here. Let's do a one-off, and do the Munchies, have our friends fly in, invite like some of the transplants, and that's what we did. I think it was intentionally supposed to be a one-off. And then the first one was just so fun. It was just organic. The vibes are great. We just decided to do it again.
Okay, so that wasn't really planned to be a series of some sort. It was just let's have a party.
Yeah, a little
and then it just. Where are you guys from too? I didn't hear. You said you came from outside of Colorado.
Yeah, we all is. I'm from Illinois, Chicago area,
Virginia.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, so not even the same place.
No,
It was
no.
all met here, just unintentionally. It sounds like maybe a business move or something like that was on your mind, though. I mean, the way you're talking a little bit.
I came straight out of college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Did y'all too?
No, I had been working in Indianapolis for about 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually moved here last, so I got here in 2018, and so they already were a group already, and so forth. And then I kind of got brought on as a 6-man.
Okay. How many people are involved total?
So right now in Denver, that's kind of doing the day-to-day is 3 of us, but originally it was 6 of us.
Okay.
So it was Najee, and he was from Alaska. We had DB from Atlanta, and then Gabe was from Cleveland.
Is that like a requirement? You have to.
You just had to be a transplant.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened that way, and we felt that. And I love that Denver bonds us though, right? We're all from different places, but here is where we kind of started our bread and butter, which is Munchies and Mimosas. So Denver does have like that special, place in our heart type of situation.
I think people see that like opportunity here. A lot of people come here and kind of see. It seems like things are accessible, maybe in some way or something like that. What's the the vibe you're trying to accomplish with Munchies and Mimosas? Like, I mean, I got an idea, but like, what did you guys set out to do?
I feel like what we originally set out to do, we did it, and then we was like, man, we gotta, like resharpen the tool, figure out what more we want. Cause how people change and evolve, and like the goal moves. You know what I'm saying? And I think current state, we got a lot of different opportunities that we're interested in, and we like, man, what's gonna be our next big thing? What's gonna be our next big step? And then off the back of that, now we're knee deep into what would be Munchies Fest with Bricky Global. So I think that's something that we putting in front of our plate right now.
Yeah, so there's a few different. It's not just the Munchies and Mimosas now. It's like a lot of different things. So what all you're involved in, can we?
No, that's a good question. Yeah, so yeah, us as a team, I mean, at the end of the day, Munchies is a brand that we kind of made organically, and then as that happened, we was like, man, we got to start doing business paperwork. We got to start doing different things, and out of that, with the team, we created GNC Productions, and that's what kind of guides a lot of the different things that we get involved in. And then Munchies is just a brand underneath GNC.
Okay.
So that being said, us as the GNC team, we find ourselves involved with a lot of things, like whatever we want to, ambition-wise. I feel like Munchies is starting to go down its own path that requires its own resources based on what we deliver and what people expect from us now. You see what I'm saying? So we kind of have to run Munchies how it runs, but GNC allows us to be versatile. So when you say what we got going on or like who's involved with Munchies, Munchies is still Munchies.
Yeah.
But, we're collabing with Bricky Global to pull this fest off. And then GNC, we also entertain different things that come our way as well. So
I see. You got some big names you're associated with, I guess, with like events and stuff like that I've seen. How do you
like who you talking
about? I gotta look at the list.
Who you talking about? I want to hear it.
No, we've definitely been pretty fortunate along the way.
Yeah.
To find some like-minded people that put some faith into us. Give us the opportunity. Denver's a little tricky to throw big events in, man. You got to really work for it, really rub elbows with the right people, and if you don't, then you kind of get gridlocked a little bit, when it comes to options for you venue-wise, So thankful for everybody that's kind of giving us an opportunity to show what we got to offer,
For sure. I was talking about artists. Is what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, I had seen.
the Boss Man.
Yeah, you had sent me some information on that.
Yeah, Boss Man, D-Lo, Sada Baby, Skilla Baby, Trim, Trev, and AP. Yeah.
How did
What a
those
What a show.
kind of, I guess, come about? Was that part of the thing too? You were like, we got to get some celebrities on here. We got to.
Honestly, shout out to Bricky Global. So they kind of came to us with the idea. They had most of the show kind of put together. And just some different pieces they came to us for some advice because they saw us as tastemakers in the cities and people who've put together large curations and events and are able to get people out. So I think they came to us for some of our expertise in picking our brain in that, and we kind of loved what they was bringing to the table. And we was like, all right, this could be a good partnership to be able to bring something to the city to start the summer off, right? And then you can get into endless of things going on throughout the summer. So I think this is a good first step to, popping the summer off right in Denver.
For sure. What is, I guess, down the line? What's, what do you guys, or what do you hope to happen? What are some of those goals and things like that?
That's a good question.
You mean off the back of this event, or you mean just in general?
Kind of, yeah. If this is, starting the summer
successful
off like so big, like you're.
Yeah, that's a good question. If this goes well, like we're anticipating, we've discussed what may come next. I do know if you check our Munchies calendar, we're going to be looking to drop something like around August. So, yeah, whoever is on our email list server, we're going to get it right to them right away, probably right at the end of that event. So
Event.
Yeah, we
planning on actually having our next Munchies and Mimosas situation set up for people at the event. So people at the event, you'll be getting the tickets for dirt cheap, right? So you'll be there. Right. So a perk for coming to this thing is now I can go to this thing for pennies on what.
Best time to catch them, right?
Right, and
they're already out.
And then when we get into August, when ticket prices are up, I don't want to hear nothing. Right? Yeah, tickets $5-10, right? Like
you gave them the opportunity.
Yeah,
better take it.
They love waiting till the last minute, boy.
And just one to the next. It's just like a business meeting. You always gonna set your next date with it. So
yeah,
that's what we doing with our events. We try to be at least an event or two ahead.
What's the roles you guys do? Like, does everybody play like kind of a different role, or can you tell me a little bit about?
Yeah, that's a good question too. I would say, man, we've been doing this for like, it feels like 10 years, but it ain't. But
close to it.
I'm saying that to say we've all done different roles. Everybody's done worn different hats at this point. So you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that couldn't do anything for the whole brand. Like, especially Drano, I could feel like he could pull Munchies off by himself. And he's somebody that speaks on the mic a lot. Like, literally at every event, he's pretty much our MC of the event. But yeah, from graphics to marketing, dealing with security. Justin's a great point of contact for like most of our business relationships. I really like to run them through him. And even though anybody can handle them. But vendors, I mean, we all kind of go out and get what we can. Like,
yeah, it's it's kind of the synergy that we just naturally have is like we don't have like defined lanes, but we do to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
So like if most of the times if we're like, okay, we need a venue, who's gonna hunt for that venue? We can all hunt for it, right? But most of the time it's gonna be me, right? It's just if we know we need security, I could probably get security, but most of the time it's gonna be Justin. And same thing for media, right? And like some of the things that I personally I feel like I feel myself thinking about day to day is partners who we could bring in to work with us on a larger scale, in brand. Venues. I do a lot of the hosting during the event, so I do a lot of work up front. And it's funny, we were just talking about this a little earlier today about what I do day of. So I do a lot. I try to do a lot of work up front. So day of is like when you coming to me for can I get the VIP wristbands? All these no, I have to. I'm focusing on hosting. Go talk to someone else. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my role in it.
What's the most difficult thing for putting this stuff together? What'd you say?
It depends on how you looking at it, like, because it's pressures that come anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Hell,
I would say, I'm gonna think outside the box. I think one thing that's difficult is having faith in the consumer, that the consumer is gonna pull up. And what do I mean by that? In Denver, you'll see a lot of artists canceling shows, right? Because they're just not, selling tickets.
Yeah.
Because Denver is a late ticket buying market, and a lot of artists, if you're on tour, you don't have time to figure out that they're going to buy within the last 2 weeks. It's like, all right, tickets are low, we're canceling for it. We're rerouting the tour or whatever the case may be. So I think one difficult thing is just having faith, right? You book these big rooms and people wait to the last month, 3 weeks to buy their tickets. And, we count on people coming so we can use resources to build around and curate this party, right? So I think one thing is just having the faith, like knowing you putting the product together, and just having blind faith that people gonna rock with you.
I think to take it a step further, right? I think we work really hard months in advance to get this show off. I think sometimes one of the most difficult things is making sure the city receives it the right way and that they treat it with the respect it deserves so we can continue doing it. I think we've ran into a lot of hurdles after the fact just based on how the consumer interacts with people during the show, how they behave after the show. Like we've got venues that shut us down a little bit in regards to not really wanting to have that style of an event any longer. It's really hard for the community to be able to break through certain ceilings in the city, and so, I'll just take this moment to say, like, let's treat these events with some real respect, man, because we put a lot into it. And I think sometimes if it doesn't go the way we want to, from a behavior or people interacting with us type of thing, then like it puts a bad taste in certain venues' mouths that it's hard for us to overcome. Yeah. I'll stop there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and take what he's saying a step further. It's starting to cut into like what I see is like one of the biggest things is when it comes to providing like a new creative like event for people, because we've been doing it so long. We like to have new venues, new DJs, bring the city different experiences. At some point, we're at that point where we're starting to figure out, do we scale down to fit into venues that make sense in Denver for us, or that allow us here, or allow us into certain spaces to bring a new party or a new event? Or do we continue to go back to the same places that we know that work, that can hold the amount of people that can see the growth that we want to see? You see what I'm saying? And I think we starting to stagger that line on what an acceptable venue is for us, whether it's inside or outside, and that comes down to like how our sponsors are integrated into our programming. You see what I'm saying? So
and to keep, I'm sorry we ended up spending so much time on it, but to take it a step further, I think when we first started off, right, it was
hella steps.
I know. I think we
stepping.
We stepping on it. I think we wanted to throw the biggest event Denver's ever seen, right? And I think as we're getting older, as we're getting more mature in the space, now we just want to have the best quality event Denver's ever seen. And so the numbers don't matter as much anymore, to us as they did, 2-3 years ago, and so kind of what Cam's saying, we might have a more curated style of venue that we all love that might be half of what you've seen in the past, as opposed to us trying to max out every space we're in,
I think that makes a lot of sense. I've experienced maybe what you're talking about a little bit with just like the videography work that I do and stuff, is I think we're just wired to want to continue to be bigger and bigger and bigger and improve and things like that. And over the past like year or two, I've realized, well, maybe I I don't have to grow. I just have to like be better at what I'm doing, you know, and grow in a different way, not necessarily
that experience.
And that's I like that because there's different ways to grow, right? You don't have to always grow vertically or grow this way. There's different lanes in which you can grow, right? Growth isn't always linear. Like, oh, let's go to ball arena now. Let's try to put 5. It's just like, okay, what, you know, which I mean I would love, but you know,
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. So,
We'd be booking it.
Have you guys done events in other states or other cities?
Yeah.
How does it compare to Denver?
There are a few cities that I think rock with us. I think so. We were in a little partnership with Live Nation. They were like our venue partner. So we did a small tour a few summers ago. I think out of those cities, Chicago. He's from Chicago. That was bussing. You know what I mean? Like the crowd came out. They was having a good time. Cincinnati. I'm from Ohio, so I think a lot of my friends came out. I think that was a good time. Dallas normally shows us love.
Yeah, I enjoyed Dallas season 1.
Yeah.
That we did. I think so. We were traveling before we also partnered with Live Nation. I think the first time we did it, it was the first time we were really traveling out of the state, and that was a good turnout to me.
Mm-hmm. And what I love is when we're getting on a plane to go to the event, and I see people on the plane going to the event. So that's always we had like hotel blocks and people's flying out. So like I think that's dope, but you know it's always. And they're always a little bit more curated. You know, they're different energy because people are coming from out of state. They're not exactly sure. You know, they're kind of filling it out. When people come from Denver, they know exactly what Munchies is, right? So they come in, and it is what it is, right? You coming in and you getting right to it.
That was your birthday weekend too, wasn't it?
The Dallas one.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
We did too much.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
A good time. I spent a lot of money out there, but
they had to talk to us.
So they're different vibes, but like Denver's just a whole different beast, right? And I love when people. One of my favorite things to do too is go to these out of town ones and meet people from out of town. Like, you gotta come back to Denver, and then they come to a Denver when they're like, okay, now I see what y'all mean. This is on a different level. So,
why is that? Do you think? I mean, not just like what you guys do. I'm assuming you're doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And no matter what city you're in, what's different about the cities, I guess, or the people in it, or the venues? Or
I think what we came across in the beginning was when we go out of town, a lot of people just didn't know what Denver had going on in regards to, you know, events and so forth. So it was a surprise factor to them to you know, hear about us, see different content, see. I didn't know there was black people in Denver, and it's like, dude, like, yeah, come check it out. And I think so we did that for a couple of years, and then I think now it's more so. Just us trying to continue it down the pipeline, you know, and keep it going.
So 8 years, almost 10 years it's been going on. What are some of the like favorite moments, best moments?
Tough. Beat King.
Beat King. All-Star Weekend was really nice.
DJ Commando.
That was nice too.
R.I.P. Commando.
Yeah. Damn.
Luster
Pearl.
I have two. I have 2 moments.
Bring the mic up.
I have 2 moments. I think the one, like, and they basically what y'all said. The B King. I'll explain that one a little bit. It was our first time at Real Works. Was that opening day?
Yeah,
it was opening day.
2022.
Opening day 2022. First time at Real Works, and tickets were flying. Yeah. Tickets flying. The venue told us a number that we were allowed to be at. We got there and we had to shut it off. And at this time, we were thinking like, oh, we should book an artist or something like that. We got in contact with B King and his people, and he pulled up and he was sending us all type of pictures and stuff like, yeah, you can use this for promo. And we was like, I don't think we not gonna need it because we're already sold out, but we still want the people to have a good time. So, and was that our first guest?
No, we had the DJ.
Okay. So it was our first. It was our first.
That's a good moment.
It was our first artist. It was our first music artist. And so now he came out as a surprise, and the energy, like he was bringing girls up on stage. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was a good moment, man, for sure.
Yeah, it was.
All-Star was good because that was a moment for the city when they brought the MLB All-Star Weekend here. Mm-hmm. We were able to land that weekend at a church nightclub. And we hit some that was a record number for us at that point in time. Real Works came after that, but I think that's when we were kind of breaking through that ceiling of, I think it was 1,000 people. First time we hit 1,000 people.
All right, church is interesting. I don't see too many events like that there. Like,
it was hot.
That I
It was
know of.
hot. It was stuffed.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was hot. It was like 1,000. It was our first time hitting 1,000. It was hot.
Yeah.
It was the middle of July, hot.
Yeah.
And I was coming off I would say another favorite moment is we got shut down for COVID, right? You know, we was about to do we was at like 900 tickets at our opening day event, and then COVID shut us down. So we went away. We got to about 2021. It was about probably March, and you know we was monitoring how the city was going, like with the shutdown, and we were like, I think we might be open by Memorial Day, and so we took a chance. We set it up on the back end. We got in contact with we did that Stanley Marketplace, and we just took a chance. Like the city wasn't even open yet, and we was just like, all right, let's set this up. Let's put these tickets out, and people had their tickets from the last the event that we had to cancel too, and we was like, let's go for it. And when that worked out, when it timed up perfectly, and it went off successfully, and that event, we weren't a super spreader event, and it was all good. I looked up after that one. I was like, okay, we still got it. Like we survived this thing that was supposed to kill or did kill, you know, a lot of people and businesses type thing. So
it shut down events for sure.
Yeah. So seeing that we were able to kind of survive that, I was like, okay, the brand is strong. Like we were able to, you know, last.
I'll say more dope moments. Feel more first time.
Yeah.
Dope moment.
Yeah.
Dope moment. Yeah. Coming out there and just seeing all the support, like everybody actually pulled up to support, like it was crazy. Like that was a dope moment. Collabing with a lot of our like Vibes in the Park, collabing with them on that Halloween joint. That was a dope moment. Who else we got out there? There's plenty of collabs. I think when we worked with the
pool parties. All that.
Yeah, the dispensaries, and we created our own strain. Melody Genetics, dope moment.
That's still available?
No, we sold out. So,
okay.
We ran through that.
It's been a journey for sure, man. You know, it's hard to just pinpoint one or rank them. You know, I think they've all been milestones in different industries or perspectives. You know, so
we had like a ticket inclusion with the strain, like
a lot of firsts for sure.
That's a great idea.
We the popping pool party on top of the X. We did a two pack of that one summer.
Dope moment.
Yeah, it's. I feel like now you got us thinking about dope moments. Like I would think like I wouldn't even want a movie about it. I think we would need like a series. Like it's like chapters. Like man, you just got to hit different. We've lived so many different eras just doing this. Is you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you need conversations like this to kind of because we be so in the now. You know what I'm saying. It's rare that we just kind of sit back and be like, damn. We did that.
So
and then
gears
that.
turning on you guys. You're like, there's
I'm sitting here
stuff we
thinking,
did.
The whole once
we
we did the tour, like so you got like the tour that was like multiple dates. So it was like here go a whole list of extra moments, and then you got like before COVID, after COVID. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's hard to. I think we've done how many Munchies we've done? It's probably
I haven't sat down and counted them in a while.
70, 80, 6. It's not a smaller number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like.
I think the general tide of a lot of these memories have always been first in Denver. You know what I mean? Times in which we've got a chance to introduce new concepts or new events or new curations to them at a large scale, I think has been impactful for us internally as well as to the city. You know, if y'all enjoy it, I promise you, like we're proud of the labor that we put into it too, because it takes a lot to get it off the mark. I think we meet every week 2 to 3 hours. You know, every night after work. You know what I mean? Just kind of like putting stuff together or trying things out, trying to find creativity. You know what I mean? A lot of arguments, a lot of trying to get certain ideas through or figure shit out. Like it's tough, man. You know, I think people don't really see that part of it on the back end about how much effort really goes into curating things. A lot of people just think, well, if we just throw something up on a flyer and sell some tickets, it's just going to be everything it needs to be. But it's like, nah, everything's intentional.
Yeah.
You know, and the details that go into it, and nothing is by accident. There's no, we just threw that there, hoping like we put that there on purpose. Like we were here at 9 a.m. on purpose. You know what I mean? U-Hauls at 7 a.m. when our mimosas ain't show up. You know what I mean? For one opening day.
Oh man, I forgot
like
about that.
so. One story that was just a big memory. I think it was the night before opening day 2023, when we had Tone Stiff and Erica Banks. Real Works. Our mimosas didn't even come in. They were stuck at the airport. And then we get there and half the pallets spilt over. And so we got there with U-Haul that night.
Out by the airport.
Yeah, we rented a U-Haul that night. We got there like 7 in the morning at the airport.
6. And then it was
We was up, and then we drove. We had to pick up that pallet for whatever was left of it, and then take it to the venue. Like we almost didn't even have mimosas at Munchies Mimosas one time, but everybody had a good time. So it was like nobody knows that we was up since 5:36 in the morning. He's up earlier to get his stuff together. So it's like, but it turned out okay. You know what I mean? So we can kind of sit back and be proud of that. Just it really is a lot of shit.
Yeah, and I think a saying that we always say to kind of encapsulate how much we put into this is we want the crowd that thinks about coming to one of our, events, Munchies and Mimosas, the Circuit Fest, right? It's we want you to think about it. We want you planning your outfit. We want you planning your nails, your hair, stimulate the economy in those type of ways, right? Get ready for it. Like the people who wake up and be like, I guess I'll go. That lets me know that we didn't curate enough, right? Like I want you to be like, okay, this is the thing. This is the event. Like I'm excited for this. Like that's the type of energy we try to put into our curations,
like
and
build the anticipation.
Yeah, and we try to think about that when we call it over deliverables, right? Like whether it's buying shirts that we just throw off the stage or whatever, we just try to set aside a budget about, okay, what can we do to enhance the customer's experience where they may not be thinking, you're coming to Munchies and Mimosas, you're not thinking you're going to leave with a shirt that you just caught off the stage, right? Like it's just, you know what I mean? So that's the type of things that we think about.
So I got a question for you then.
Yeah.
If like you build anticipation from previous events, right? So people saw the previous event, they either went to it or they saw the footage of it or something like that, and they're like, oh, I got to go to the next one.
Right.
If you were to start an event right now with no history, would you be able to build that anticipation still?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
What would you do though? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you guys have a lot of experience in it. I don't, so I'm asking from a place of having no experience.
I know what I would do just based on where I think we turned the corner at is we invested into the product, right? It was I think it was me and Merk just doing the photography and stuff like that. And we are the people behind the visual, what you see, of Munchies and Mimosas at the time.
Which is great content, by the way.
We're talking early.
Oh, okay.
But we were the original photographers.
So we're also, it's also our event, right? So we're going around, we drinking, so we're not the bus. We're not on our A1 game, right? The moment I think we decided to invest and hire people who are dedicated, like this is your job, make it, what I'm saying? We want you to represent and make our event shine through on film as it should. And once we did that, I think that's when we started to grow. You started getting a lot of, where is this at? Is this in Denver? Like, where is this in Atlanta? That's when we started getting those type of vibes and conversations on our page. And I think that's when we started to grow. When you're able to get someone, and now you're getting word of mouth, right? The people are sharing it, and now it's growing organically because it's a visual product that people are easy to get behind.
Yeah, and I think what plays a big role into it, right, is Munchies isn't the beginning of us throwing events individually, right? I think combined we probably got about 40 years of experience in events from college to high school, and so forth. So experience, wisdom. Could we start over from scratch and make it work? Yeah. Would it be a lot of work? Yeah, only because I think now there's been a lot of inspiration amongst the city for everybody to kind of like take that leap of faith and throw their own thing, and which we commend, right? I think that's always been the goal, to kind of get Denver more active and more things for us to do. I think today it would require a little bit of effort to develop a UVP, or unique value proposition, to kind of make it different from everybody else's.
Trying to use this word, boy.
I was gonna have to ask.
It was an accident, man. I think it's at 5 o'clock.
You just gotta stay. You just gotta play in your lane. Like I think if we were to start over, like to his point, we got years of event experience before Munchies and before moving here. So like getting an event off and understanding like what size room you need to fill, just like going to the core principles in an event and not being
like, money hungry.
Yeah, I need 500. 500 people might not be your reality right now, sir.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we didn't get into the black into
I'm about to say what people
pretty far into the event.
What people don't understand is we didn't sell tickets for the first 4. I think you had 2 times at your mom's house, one at Venue Wine and Bar, first Lester. I think first Miami. What was it, Miami Vibes?
Well, no,
So that's
Tickets was sold.
no, tickets were sold.
Yeah.
No. We sold Mimosa. We sold Mimosa tickets at the event at Venue Line Bar for like $20. But like Event Noir didn't come to play until Hot Brunch Summer at Lester Pearl.
Nah, yeah,
We was on
yeah.
we was on Eventbrite though.
Yeah.
So, so Merc came in on Munchies our third one. So like our first two we sold tickets, but we weren't. I mean, they were just enough because it came with brunch, it came with your mimosas. Mm-hmm. It was just enough to get you break even. So we was making like $5-10 on a ticket. And that $5-10 going to the so we weren't making much. I don't think we got broke into the black until
we was having fun building relationships. Like doing the organic stuff and like I think was that the Cinco? Did we follow up with Cinco after that one?
Yeah,
Cinco to drink up. R.I.P.
I think that's important to just be doing it like you're saying, like where money's not the initial goal.
Yeah,
but
because it is. If it is your initial goal, and throwing these big events. I mean, nowadays you might get some virality, right? You might be able to get an event to pop off with a post or something like that. But most times, if you're trying to build from ground level, if you are into like I'm trying to get rich off of this real quick, you're not gonna be patient enough to sustain and be consistent enough and keep doing it enough to get, build a product, right? You're just gonna quit, right? Because you're just like, it ain't really
the motivation.
Exactly. So I mean, if we build it, consistency is definitely one of the things.
Unless you got marketing dollars out the buku where you can just build a crazy funnel, what I'm saying, and get them from unknown to your event.
So let's say there was like an unlimited budget, unlimited resources. Do you guys have like a dream event that you said ballerina, which would be crazy, but
it would be crazy. I think we could white label like if somebody came to us with a blank check and was like, hey, curate.
I don't even know if I want to talk about it on the podcast.
We go crazy.
I think we kind of grown to understand like what our audience likes. You know what I'm saying? From what we've tried in the past, and I think if you were to give us a blank check and we're able to like, press that button that we need to, it'll go there.
Yeah, because then one difficult thing is appeasing everyone, right? You know what I'm saying? With unlimited sources, now you can spread your resources and appease everyone. I always say with everything that we do is like a rule of 10. You know what I'm saying? 3 people gonna love it, 3 people gonna hate it, and 4 people just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's if we're able to get like that blank check and be like, oh yeah, we about to hit people with this, that, it'd be crazy. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
That'd be too much, or
no, it'd be right.
I think if you curated something the correct way, and I'm seeing, I'm having like grandiose thoughts of like a fairground, right? So like now you're in different, sections of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just in your own little vibe. Like I think that'd
be very cool.
That'd be dope.
So could we talk about, I guess, what's coming up and stuff like that? Just make sure we get all that information out to anybody that's watching.
Yeah. We got our big one coming up. We've been thinking about what a Munchies Fest would look like, and then with Bricky Global, we bringing it alive on June 19th, I should say. It's gonna be Friday, 5 to 10 p.m. all ages, so you can come with your family, pull up. We got bottle service sections. We're gonna make it make sense for everybody. And if you ever been to our events, you know how we deliver. So it's gonna be different. We got food trucks there, and
little games, activities.
You name it.
Like we just got off a meeting with Bricky, and the intentionality that's built around this event is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be more than the concert. It's gonna be Boss Man, D-Lo, the Trim, the Skilla Baby, and all that. But you gonna find yourself there like, dang, I went there and did this, that, and it was,
Yeah, because we only got them. We got DJ Squizzy Taylor. You feel me? We got Trev Rich. We got
Ambitious
they call
Boy.
him AP. Like we got DJ Ambitious Boy. Like we got real nice local hitters too. That's gonna come there, and they already know how to operate and set the tone in the city. You know,
and
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
us.
Yeah,
right?
you got us.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna you know what I mean?
Yeah,
put our flavor on the on the show.
No, that sounds amazing. Any last words?
Yeah. I definitely, with all that, we got the event curated. I think this is our moment in which we're really trying to get back to the community and give us something that we can kind of look forward to. On a larger scale. Let's do it. Let's do it the right way, man. Let's come out there. Let's show a lot of love, man. Let's leave with love. I can't stress enough, all eyes are on us for this one. You know what I mean? We've shaken the trees. We've ruffled all the feathers to get the attention that we need to break through a ceiling that Denver puts on our community, for us to do stuff like this. So let's use this moment and shine with it, So please, come, bring the kids, bring the family, and let's humbly celebrate ourselves together on one of the most special holidays for our community that we have.
Yeah,
that's my 2 cents.
You know? And I'll finish it. I think this, we starting the summer off right. I think us personally, we're gonna be involved in a few things this summer, each month. So June, we got the summer kickoff. Need you at that June 19th. And then we're partnered with Mile High HBCU. They're gonna have a game night in July. We're hosting that. It's gonna be at number 38. Good time, spades, all that type of good stuff. And then we're gonna have Munchies in August. And that'll be released.
And we're gonna celebrate.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate.
That's what we're gonna do.
Then we're gonna hit you with the Halloween, and then we're gonna hit you with the Christmas, and then we're gonna hit you to open it. We're gonna try to reinvent ourselves and keep things fresh, but also keep bringing that vibe and flavor to Denver. You know what I mean?
Awesome. I think people love it.
Yeah, appreciate
They're
it.
there to support. So June 19th, Juneteenth, everybody. We'll put the information at the end or in the description or something like that. Make sure it's all there. People won't have no excuse.
Thank you for having us,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate you guys.
Shout out Bricky
Thanks
Global.
for being here.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, one.